and the way I see it, they say that the key to success is failing over and over.
Yes, sir.
I've been doing it for a very long time,
and one day you will succeed.
I expect success very soon.
Imminently.
Eminently is a good word for it. Any minute now.
Hey, let's freaking get this out of the way.
Yeah, we gotta talk.
Let's get this out of the way. It's your friends, the Bogwater Boys, guys.
That's right,
guys. It's me and my friend, the Bogwater Boys. Okay.
That's correct.
We have not recorded since October of 2022.
Which is crazy.
We haven't uploaded since November of 2022.
Right.
It is currently July 18th, 2026.
So
4 years later.
So what happened, right?
I had another kid.
Well, yeah.
Another kid
Yep.
in the meantime.
So tell me about what you had going on.
I mean, mainly just keeping to myself and
chilling.
Yeah. Of course.
Which is,
hashtag winning as well.
In this economy.
I've been doing a lot of.
In this economy, a fella can't. It's hard to even, it's hard to chill.
Let's address the second elephant in the room.
Yeah.
Did we record just a minute ago for 15 minutes thinking that we were actually recording, but we checked it and we had only recorded our voices for 30 seconds? Yes.
A little bit.
We did do that.
Which is too bad.
So this is round 2.
Because there was some really choice shit on there.
And you'll never fucking hear it.
No.
It's just for me and Jake.
Yeah.
Sorry, I said your name.
That's
That's just for me and my friends.
It's probably fine.
I'll bleep that out if I have to.
Yeah. No, I think we would have to go back and delete every video we've ever
That's
made.
probably true. We do refer to each other by our first names a lot.
Yeah.
I don't think we've ever said last names on the channel, though.
No.
So that's at least something.
Well, actually, now that I think about it, I've gone through and obviously delisted a lot of those, but some of those you can go back and listen to, and we get like alarmingly deep into our personal lives.
Yeah, it's really kind of scary.
Not that anybody, it doesn't matter, but like.
I mean, we're just two guys.
Couple of guys.
And we're not famous.
Not
yet.
Close, but that was what I was saying about failure.
Yeah.
Over and over.
We just have to keep uploading Bogwater Boys on and off.
Yep.
For, maybe take a 4-year break here and there.
Yeah.
No, just kidding. No more 4-year breaks.
I don't think I could stand it. I think everything that's gone wrong in my life in the last 10 years is because of that 4-year break we took.
I agree. We were on a break. Anybody ever see that one? Anyways, I can't promise that we will never have an extended period of time where there's no Bogwater Boys, but I can at least promise that we're doing our best. We're out here. We're trying.
We are trying. I imagine.
And you might notice, hey, guys, you don't sound the same.
Yeah, the audio
we got a new setup. This is all brand new for us.
It's objectively worse sounding.
It is worse sounding, but do you know what? We're doing it.
Because otherwise,
because that old mic we have, we don't know where it is.
I really have to dig for that.
Where's the mic?
It's here somewhere.
So we'll find it maybe.
Also, your expensive capture card.
Where's the capture card?
Chance I lost.
That's okay. That's okay, because we're recording on the computer right now.
Like 3 years ago.
Well, okay, I don't want to say we're recording on the computer just in case freaking Sony's out there.
Right.
This is a PlayStation 2. Ignore the bar at the top if you can see that.
I don't think they can.
Okay, ignore that if you can, but if you can't, then ignore what I'm saying.
But I am going to, it says I can, yeah.
Oh, there you go, okay.
If you saw that, you can't now.
Yeah.
And if you didn't, you never.
Anyways. We're recording, we're having a good time.
We're having a good time.
And we're so happy to be back.
We're very happy. I was having a discussion with somebody the other day in a hot gas station parking lot about how I firmly believe that as you move through your life, you have within you, most people do, a moral compass. There are people out there that don't, but most people do.
Right.
And if you continuously engage in behavior that is pulling you in a direction other than what your moral compass points to, it will do really long-lasting psychological, emotional damage to you. And I think that by not doing the Bogwater Boys, I have really done some messed up stuff to myself.
Okay.
It's a form of self-expression, yes. It's a great way to socialize with one of my favorite people, yes. But more than anything, I think of it as my legacy and my life's work, our life's work.
Absolutely.
One of them. There's also the Monks of Grondheim, which
Yes.
is
Similar but different.
similar but different.
Yeah.
You know, maybe if push comes to shove, not even different at all. But
Maybe if you really think about it
yeah,
and you blur your eyes,
yeah.
not different at all.
But
In some ways different.
well, they live.
They live in a different place.
Yeah.
And they do different things.
Yeah, they have a big fixation on crystals.
They sound similar.
They do, and they look identical.
And they are us with monk robes.
It's us, but they're different guys.
Yeah.
This is their whole Cream Goblin Goopster thing over and over again.
You say Cream Goblin?
The Cream Goblin? You don't know the Cream Goblin?
No.
That was when I came up with the Spider-Man character, or the Batman villain, the Goopster, where Batman keeps breaking his legs.
I remember the Goopster.
There was the Marvel equivalent, which was identical guy, called the Cream Goblin.
Okay. I don't remember the Cream Goblin.
Yeah, the Cream Goblin, and they were roommates.
Yeah.
And they would insist talking. People wouldn't bring it up even, but they'd be like out of it because they didn't like each other, but they went everywhere together. And they'd be in bars and they'd be like, "We're two different guys."
Okay.
Just like really loudly asserting this.
Yeah. Hey, the minute this cutscene ends,
Yeah.
I need you to pause and loop for me.
Yeah. Oh, I should have done it earlier.
You were going on. What do you want to roll?
This is the tough thing because he's always done the editing, the syncing, the uploading. We've shared some of the social media duties, which of course are exhausting, but he does most of the work, and I make it more difficult for him because my head's in the clouds.
That's all right.
You know, and like if it wasn't for the fact that I'm so good looking, you know, I think you
would have dropped your ass like a bad habit.
I think you would have kicked me to the curb years ago. It's just absolutely
damn sexy though.
I
can't quit your ass, brother.
I know it's a problem.
Ugh.
It's a real problem. All right, let me pause and sync this here.
And we're back.
Here we go. Yeah.
And we're still recording. I'm looking at the phone right now.
This time it doesn't stop after 27 seconds.
Nope.
You know what? That was actually good conversation, though. It's a shame only you and I. It's not really a shame.
It's not really. Yeah, it's not a shame to have a conversation with your friend that's not recorded.
Yeah,
but you know, I know what you mean.
You know, I was being very insightful. And, and
I was listening.
Well, you have a voice that is just. You have this sonorous, like late night radio, just very. I hate using this word, but like very sensual.
I don't know if I would go that far.
I'm going that far, possibly even further.
I would describe myself as perhaps having a unique voice, but beyond that, I don't know.
You've got a good little bit of a rough edge to it. You sound like you've smoked a few cigarettes in your time. I know you haven't.
Oh, he knows I haven't.
But you sound like you, because back when I smoked, I was offering it to you all the time.
Not true, by the way. Not true.
You know, I remember when your first kid was born. I came to the hospital, and I pulled out a pack of my Winston Lights, and I was like, "Hey, congratulations! You should have one of these."
Light her up.
And that turned into a whole thing.
What game is this?
Oh, this is Jack 3.
I figured we should mention it.
Oh, probably.
It felt like in the 27-second recording, we talked a lot about the game.
Yeah.
So round 2, we're not talking so much about it.
Not as much.
Yeah. That's okay though.
Jack 3 is sick.
Jack 3 is sick.
It's really, it's of the I don't really count the first one because it's so different, but of 2 and 3, it struggles more narratively because you can tell they ran out of time.
Mm-hmm.
But it is really, really well put together, and it brings back every cool thing about the second one and adds, dune buggies.
Yeah, right.
There's only a couple instances I can think of where I feel like I'm seeing a little bit of some kind of asset reuse. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There's not a ton of that other than the Darkmaker robot.
Yeah.
But it's still chock full of really good ideas that they polish and do once. The dune buggies are great. The environments are great. And I think it is just I've been playing through Ratchet and Clank 2 recently, which is a great game. I also recently played Sly Cooper 2, also a really good game. But I think the way Naughty Dog evolved these, they have aged in a way a little bit more gracefully than perhaps
Okay.
The Slies and the Ratchets have. Now that's obviously they're still making Ratchets and they're great, but
one. No offense to
but
Insomniac.
No, but I don't know. There's an as I've said in the past, there's an elegance to the way these games are thought out and designed and implemented that keeps me coming back to them.
Here's something I was going to ask you in the previous recording before we realized we were not recording.
Yeah.
Be honest with me.
Yeah.
Do you still think Naughty Dog has the sauce to make a Jack, or would it have to be somebody else?
Well,
with they would have to license it out.
At this point, I would not. I mean, I don't think that they would do a bad job, but I know that part of the reason they quit making them is because the people at the studio felt really burned out on doing them.
Yeah.
And looking at the concept art for the one that they never ended up doing for a fourth Naughty Dog mainline entry, it's a different deal.
Yeah.
I think it was going to be a reboot or something.
Yeah.
I think that probably it would need to go to a studio that loves stuff like this and is interested in, we want to do a fourth Jack and Daxter game, and we want it to feel. I think because these games to this day, the way they physically play, other than maybe some of the auto aim on the guns, feels very modern, and the auto aim actually works pretty good. All things considered.
Yeah.
But I think you would need people that are in this game's headspace.
Yeah.
Naughty Dog does very different stuff. I mean, you see the DNA.
Yes,
for Uncharted and The Last of Us in these, but
for sure.
I think it would be better off. I'm always hesitate to say well, it needs to be given to the fans because the fans don't know sometimes jack shit.
Right.
Oh, it's Cleaver. It's Brian Bloom. It's PJ Blazkowicz.
Mr. Diaper himself.
How's that arm doing?
I'm all right.
All right. But because fans make bad stuff all the time.
I agree.
All the time. But I think somebody that really has a grasp on... Because if it were me, I would approach it from, we want to make something that is a natural extension of what these were. A little bit of modernization, perhaps, in some of the gunplay. But otherwise, what do you use the technology for? You don't want it to be super insanely high fidelity. They have a really distinct art style.
Yeah.
So what do you use where we're at now in terms of, processing power?
Right.
Do you make something that's just way bigger,
Mm-hmm.
There's a part of me that's somebody should go and make a game that looks like GTA 3, but has a hand-built city that's gigantic. There's a lot of work.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Because I think about that a lot. Not necessarily with Jack and Daxter. I've kind of given up the ghost on that one. Just because Naughty Dog seems pretty successful not doing it and seems uninterested, which, is fair.
Well, I don't know if... who's left at Naughty Dog that was even really involved with Jack and Daxter anymore.
But I think about this a lot with Banjo-Kazooie, right?
Sure.
Does Rare still have the sauce, or would they have to
farm it out?
And I even think that maybe I'm crazy, but I feel like I guess provided Xbox wasn't in the situation that they're in right now.
Sure.
Okay.
It's okay. It's okay. I thought we were good. I thought you shot me once and we were good.
All things being equal, I think that now is not even a crazy time for a new Banjo-Kazooie.
Sure.
and I kind of still believe that maybe it exists even, or at least they've been talking about it.
At this stage, I wouldn't be shocked. I would have been more shocked, I think, 5 years ago. But
Yes,
we're seeing, new Crash, new Spyro.
yeah, I just feel like so much new stuff has come out, and even like on the smaller side, Bubsy got a new
Yeah.
game, Gex is getting a new game.
Mhm.
I just feel like now would be a good time for them to capitalize on that, and also maybe capitalize on the goodwill
Sure.
From people
I also,
who still care. I don't know how many Xbox fans still care. That might be a relic at this point. But
well, we were also talking about this a couple of weeks ago. When you look at the development cycles of most modern AAA games,
mm-hmm.
The sheer cost, the sheer manpower, and
Yeah.
the number of years, and look at how many of them just end up getting canceled after 7 or 8 years of development.
Right.
After millions of dollars invested. It makes so much sense to me to, like a new Crash Bandicoot game. You don't want a gigantic, complex, open world Crash Bandicoot game because Crash Bandicoot is like a can of Pringles.
Right.
And you shouldn't eat 50 cans of Pringles. I know some people that are capable of it.
Yeah.
So you could, with shorter development cycles, put out smaller games that are just like all filler, or wait, all killer, no filler.
Right.
All filler, no killer. That'd be like, I guess Assassin's Creed.
Got him.
God,
Topical too, because the remake.
Resynced,
that one just
yes.
came out. Yeah.
Like I would be, and people get crazy about nostalgia.
Exactly.
I would be,
and now
banging those out.
I feel like the time, if we're talking purely nostalgia, I feel like the time to capitalize on Banjo-Kazooie has passed. But
I don't disagree.
I feel like it's sort of seen as Unk game now,
Mhm.
which fucking hurts, by the way.
Yeah.
I've seen some younger people online be like, "Oh, here's my millennial hidden gem list or whatever," and Banjo-Kazooie's on there, and I'm like,
Brutal.
"Okay, fuck you, though.
Absolutely
It's a
brutal.
good game. You can't just say something's Unk and pretend it's bad.
It is a good game, but
It is a good game.
I would argue if you look at the reception to Ukulele, which was a long time ago now, which to my recollection is a pretty faithful, somewhat modernized, control-wise, take on that sort of collectathon platformer. I myself, I've beaten the first Banjo-Kazooie with you. Banjo-Tooie's too big. DK64 is way too big.
Yeah.
The pacing there. I think that if they were to do a new one of those, I'm not saying it would have to be something entirely different.
Yeah.
But I think for it to land with more than just people that are excited about a new Banjo-Kazooie and maybe find a new audience, it would take some tweaking.
I do think they would have to look at the things that people hated about Ukulele.
Yeah.
Because, Ukulele just came out.
Right.
A few, months ago at this point. And that made some changes that, while I find some of them maybe a little objectionable.
Sure.
Hypothetically, by the way, I've not played Ukulele.
Okay.
I know there were changes that were made because people asked for them, right? Like,
right.
I'm thinking specifically of things are no longer gated by abilities. You have all your abilities from the beginning of the game.
Right.
To me, that's weird because
sure.
I sort of feel like one of the exciting things about Banjo-Kazooie was learning new moves.
I agree.
But, obviously people didn't want to have to, I don't know, not be able to fly or do the rolly move in Ukulele or whatever. They wanted to be able to do all that stuff from the beginning.
Well,
so I do think you'd have to look at the things that piss people off about Ukulele when you're making a new Banjo-Kazooie. And maybe also learn from more modern classics a Super Mario Odyssey, right? I know that Rare's specialty with those games, with those 3D platformers, isn't necessarily they don't really have super great movement. They're more like adventure games, I feel like.
Yeah, no, I agree.
But I feel like if you're gonna do a new one, maybe you focus a little bit more on just making it feel good to move around.
Well,
You know?
I think about Super Mario Odyssey a lot. I don't have it anymore because it was in my Switch, my
Yeah.
first Switch when it got stolen.
Yeah.
Hitting these Pepsis a little hard, but
Pepsi strong as fuck.
Pepsi strong as fuck. That's an old timer. But
Oh, yeah. Who's that guy?